Hey, good morning. How y'all doing? It is Well Red Beard. It's a damn fine day to talk about some books. That we're here for a book haul. There's a thrift store in Brooksville, Kentucky, near where I live. It's called Animal Allies Thrift Store or something along that. Anything that they sell there, the money goes directly to help like the local humane society. A guy that I coach football with, his wife helps to run the store. Her and her mother and so on and so forth. Anyway, anytime they start to build up books, because I bought there in the past, anytime they start to build up books, he lets me know, and I stop in there, and I generally buy some books. Now, the cool thing is that normally, well, first of all, the books are like $5 for $1. So normally I just pick up a bunch of stuff, like anything I'm halfway interested in or anything that I think I can sell really and make a profit. But this time when I went in there were a lot of books that are right up my alley. And by up my alley, I mean like independent, small press horror books that are never on the shelves at Barnes and Noble. I never find them like in half price books. The only way to really get my hands on these books is to go to Amazon, pay full price for them. So I was, I guess, very surprised at what I found there. So again, some of it's just books, but some of it is the stuff that I needed. I mean, a lot of them were titles that I'd read and no longer had a copy of them. So anyway, we'll show you what I got. I got 37 books. So this isn't going to be a short video. I'm going to try to go through the books, as quickly as possible though. So, just some, random shit. I picked up Jungle by Yossi Ginsberg. What is this one? This Dark Endeavor. Something about the apprenticeship of Victor Frankenstein, a foreign devil in China. And a lot of these things, like I said, $5 for $1. I'm not very selective. I was far more selective than I normally am, but picked up a hardcover copy of The Client by John Grisham. I've read it way back in the day. The Troop by Nick Cutter, also Craig Davidson. I've read this and didn't own a copy, and yeah. Diary of a Haunting by M. Verano. Don't know anything about it. It had haunting in the title, which, generally means I'm going to probably grab it. Let's see here. The Six Wives of Henry VIII by Allison Ware. I don't know. I picked up this book, Anne Boleyn by Nora Lofts. The Real Story by Stephen R. Donaldson. Like, I haven't read anything by him, but I thought I recognized the author's name. Thought it might be adjacent to stuff I read. I don't know. I've got a hardcover copy of Airframe by Michael Crichton. Let's see what else we got here. Bang Bang by Chelsea Handler. My wife has read a couple Chelsea Handler books, but not that one, I don't think. The Romantics by Galt Niederhofer. I don't know. I like the cover. Savages by Shirley Conran. I mean, Savages sounds like a horror title. I don't think it is. It's kind of a vintage-ish hardcover. So we're through the first bag. Let's see what else we got here. Sorry, I'm having to pull these bags over as we get to them. I picked up The Truth by Terry Pratchett. Picked up The Poisonwood Bible by Barbara Kingsolver. The Rotting by Josh A. Murphy. Again, this is a small press or independently published horror book. Just don't see those in my neck of the woods. Incognito, The Secret Lives of the Brain by David Eagleman. A Summer to Remember by Erica Montgomery. I don't know. It was a new-ish, nice hardcover. Got a couple of like vintage antique books. This is God's Country and The Woman. But, again, it's an antique for 20 cents. So there's a couple that are like that. Dracula, I don't need a copy of Dracula, but it was a hardcover copy of Dracula, so I grabbed that. The Sun Also Rises by Ernest Hemingway. We got The 5 Hurdles to Happiness. And then we got a library copy, but it is a large print hardcover edition of Elevation by Stephen King. I mean, again, I don't need that, but somebody needs it. I got Kill River 2 by Cameron Rubik. Again, this book, small press horror. I mean, I vaguely knew of this book back when it came out. I never read it. I'm checking these because, again, small press, there's a possibility that these are signed. They do not appear to be signed. So I got a copy of Womb by Duncan Ralston. Now, I've read this. I loved this book. I gave this book 5 stars back when I read it. And yes, it's very, very extreme. But there's a reason I gave it 5 stars. But anyway, I didn't currently own a copy, and now I do. So, Womb by Ralston. So I've read that. I need to put it straight back on the shelf back here. I got a hardcover copy of Nothing But Blackened Teeth by Cassandra Caw. I've read this one too. I didn't love this book, but I didn't own a copy. What is this one here? Catacomb by Madeline Rue. I don't know much about that one. A couple more here. I mean, there's more than a couple, but The Judge's List by Grisham. Again, I read a bunch of Grisham 25 years ago. Don't know that I'm going to get back into Grisham, but 20 cents. St. Augustine, The City of God. I grabbed this one really because just finished the new Dan Brown book, and this felt like a type of book that Robert Langdon might need to solve something. I don't know anything about it. All right, I got one more bag here. Got The Valiance of Virginia by Haley Ermine Rives. And again, I just bought it because it was an antique for 20 cents. Picked up Contagious by William W. Johnstone. Now, I may be wrong about this, but there's a Johnstone that wrote horror. And this probably isn't the same guy, but I just grabbed it. It might be the same guy. I don't know. I'll find out. Got The Cuck by Aaron Beauregard. This one is, again, small press horror. I've read one book by the guy, The Slob, and it's extreme. Crazy, crazy extreme. I'm assuming this one's the same, but pick that up. I got Sick Bastards by Matt Shaw. Check this out. Off Season by Jack Ketchum at a thrift store in Brooksville, Kentucky for 20 cents. That's insanity. Books of Blood Volumes 4 through 6 by Clive Barker. How cool is that? And then The Black Box by Michael Connolly. And then Prince of Thieves by Chuck Hogan. That is my haul. So, yeah, I was thrilled to walk in there and not be, just looking through, old worn out Danielle Steele paperbacks. So, anyway, it's Well Red Beard.